hey, that's a lot of fuel. Girl, you're leaking everywhere. Oh, girl. Oh. Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, we have a Grimmspeed part here. As you can tell, we are building more boost. This we're installing the boost controller and the Cobb Fuel Pressure Regulator. The reason I'm installing these two products is because click right here to watch the previous video before you even watch this, because I installed the new downpipe, and if you want to hear a very, very loud Subaru, go watch that video. It's no joke. I'm like, holy crap, dude, that it opened up the car a lot. It's the turbo, oh my gosh. Let's get into the actual video of this one. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the boost controller, because both of these are just pulling lines and putting new lines in, and I have to splice something, I think, on this one. Right, so let's break this one open and hop right into the install. So here's this little sucker. This thing, there's 3 tubes that I have to like plug up. And I guess they get, oh no, the sticker! I already got a Grimmspeed sticker, I'm pretty sure. Sick, I got another one. Apparently this little thing right here holds more boost pressure or something, or it like kind of manages more. Because I know there's 2 kinds. This is electronic boost solenoid or boost controller. So there's a difference between that and the mechanical one. And this one, I guess with tuning or stuff, likewise, something like that, you can adjust it. So that's why an aftermarket one's better, because it'll, I guess, more boost. And I don't know if I'm wrong. If not, drop a comment below and let me know, because I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and go back over to the car and get this install started. Alrighty, so before we even get into the new one, we're gonna go ahead and uninstall the old one. Alrighty, so here's the like stock thing. We're gonna be reusing this to actually put the new boost controller on it. But right now we're gonna go ahead and take off the old one, which is this ugly thing right here. So there's 3 little things connected. Actually, I think, I'm not sure. This one right here leads to the intake, which we're gonna be pulling off. Oh yeah, this is the other one. This one leads to the turbo down here. As you can see right there, that little spot right there, and there's a T-tap, which you can kind of see right in there. It goes to the turbo and it goes to the internal wastegate. Sorry guys, once again, I'm by myself, so I really can't show y'all too much down here, but you can watch me mess around and maybe mess up. All right guys, so I'm actually gonna take off the intercooler for this, because I want to route these lines and make it look really pretty. Now you all can see more of what I'm talking about. So you can tell right here, that little nipple right there, and this one right there. Now we can get to it easier, so let's get into it. Oh yes, I got it. Maybe. Cool. Alright guys, so I don't know if that's good to do, but I put some WD on there just so it slid off easier. You can see that nipple, and I pulled off that nipple. So this whole thing, you just pull out. Sweet. Oh yeah. Yeah, big daddy long. So now that we got the stock one out, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one prepared and hook up the switch and start getting these tubes together. I gotta read the text message on which ones. He kind of like told me. So there is, once again, what I was saying, there was 3 there's 3 ports on the Grimmspeed one, so I have to hook them up to 3, which came out. As you can tell, there's a T, which was, I don't know why they did that, and 1 goes to the inlet, 1 goes to the wastegate, and 1 goes to the turbo. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that, and then I'll get right back with you. What we're gonna do for the meantime though, for now, is we're gonna go ahead and connect the new boost controller. Reason we're doing this right now, and I want to show you all this. So we have to wire the wire we have here, this wire right here. We got to wire one from the intake inlet from this nipple right here. It goes underneath there, and then that nipple right there And all of those will come up and connect to these three right here, which my buddy actually sent me a diagram, which helps out a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and start running the lines and like just getting a general idea, you know, cutting it. I'm sure we got enough here. Mentioning this, you see how this doesn't, this is just for the two inlets over there. This won't fit on here. So what we have is we took the other one off this, and wherever I put it, here it is. We're gonna, see, we use this little clip, this little nub, which will fit on there. So we're gonna go ahead and fit this in here first, and then we're gonna go on to the next ones. Another word of advice, always use zip ties. These are pretty big, but they'll do the trick, I'm sure. All right guys, so I'm gonna show you what I do really quick. I use, like I said, the existing little like worm clamp and put that right back on there like that. That was a pain in the butt, I will tell you all that. But it's on there now, so it'll hold. I gotta push it in a little bit further. Once again, here's the stock one. Taking this little thing off, putting on the new one. One right here. This one goes to here. We got this one. This one goes from the turbo inlet right there. And then this one, which we got on this one, which goes onto the wastegate. So these three combined fit onto this. And so we know this clips onto here. So number one goes to the inlet. So we're gonna put that hose to number one right there. Number two goes from the wastegate. I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna double check. Wastegate to that nipple, and then number three goes from the turbo inlet to this one. So we're gonna go ahead and wire all that up now. The first one, which runs to the inlet, to the intake. Then the second one, which we got, runs to the wastegate. And the third one, kind of like follow it with, I'm just following it with the inlet one, right up into the third one right there. So we're gonna go ahead and zip tie that. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and put everything back together. Here's what it looks like all together. Up in here, you can see down in there. Hopefully those lines, it doesn't bother too much if it hits. I think it'll be fine. But we got all the lines lined up through here, ran. Looks sweet, looks clean. Now we're gonna go, I figured, let's just go ahead and make this a double whammy so we can get it over with. So next video we'll be having tuned and then straight into freaking sending it. So right now we're gonna go ahead and change out the fuel pressure regulator, which is in the box over here. This one also just involves a little bit of unclipping. Not as bad as the other one, I hope not. Also, I forgot to mention, but I already have done this. You're supposed to, one of my friends, once again, sent me some info, and you're supposed to pull out the fuel pump so you can run all the fuel out of the lines, which has been done. So don't worry about that, guys, that's good. We're gonna go ahead and do this, and then we'll get to undoing the lines. I know you don't wanna hear me talking about it because you just wanna hear the car or you just wanna see it done. So I'm just gonna take like little steps and tell you all what I'm doing as I go. Okay, well, we're gonna unclip these really quick. Take zip ties to make sure this little thing's lined up. It's a little tiny, it can twist around. You wanna make sure it's up and down. You see these? And make sure it's up and down, and you wanna put the zip ties in the side and push on it. Oh, that's me. Okay, that's a lot of fuel. Girl, you're leaking everywhere. Oh, girl, oh. they provided the hose that we are deleting is this one right here. Good thing, because I kind of tore it. I didn't know, but I kind of tore a little piece right there. You can see. We're gonna go ahead and just pull this off, and we're gonna cut it, and we're gonna put this little nub in there, and that's just gonna block that off so nothing goes through it. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. All right, now let's go on to the first fuel line. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the, I'll show you all right now. Okay, so what I found that this is the long side, this is gonna clip to the bottom, and right, yeah, like that. It's gonna be something like this. Okay, so that makes sense, guys. So I was provided with a spacer, right? So we're gonna take the spacer and put it in between where that was at, on the actual bracket that we just saw. Let's make sure it goes right through. Yep, sweet. So what we're gonna do is just leave this loose for now. I don't want to tighten it down yet. We're just gonna make sure it's bolts on there correctly. So you can tell we got that on there, clipped on this one. That's not going anywhere. That, I'm a little skeptical about that. We'll have to check for leaks or something, but look how tight that is. That's pretty tight, guys. It's pretty flipping tight there, and it's still a little iffy, but we got that. So now onto the next hose. Well, actually, before that, here's the one part I was talking about, which is very freaky. It's kind of weird, I don't know, but where we block that one nipple off, we have to cut into the blow-off valve into this tube, and we got to run the tube into here. So that's what we're going to do next. That pretty much sums up the fuel pressure regulator. We got all of that in there, and now what we're going to do is put back on the intercooler and start it up, make sure we have no leaks, because if we have a leak, then I'm gonna have to start back over, but let's hope not. Let's go ahead and get it all put back together and start it up. Alrighty, I think we're good. I don't see no leaks yet. No leaks there. No leaks back there. We're good there, sweet. Look at that. Alrighty guys, other than that, we are set. So we got the downpipe in, we have now the Grimmspeed boost controller and the Cobb fuel pressure regulator. So now that technically I hate saying this, but we are now stage 2. So now we're gonna E-tune. We'll get that to the next video because I gotta get to work. I got work at 5, it's 4:30, and man, it's just been hectic. I thought it would have been a little easier, but I had to take off the intercooler twice, but we got it done. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If you did, drop a comment below and let me know. And if you have not already, press that sub button. Like I said, I really appreciate you watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.